Hello, my loves. Yeah, we are officially starting the Galactic Vision monthly video readings that are exclusive to the sacred space of the Galactic Vision tribe. So I am so stoked to be doing this. I'm so excited to be, bringing through these new teachings and this wisdom that is, it's just had me just like giddy for weeks now, months now, since it's come through me. And now we're officially here. I'm officially talking about it, and I'm doing monthly videos for the, first time ever. I'm kind of going to be going back to how when I first started doing videos, but when I first started doing videos, they were with just the new moon and full moon. But because everything's always so organic with me, I like to just look at the chart and start talking. So this is what I'm going to do with each one of them. But with the monthly videos, I'm going to be having a base greeting for everyone. So you'll want to watch and see when I stop so you can fast forward if you watch another sign. But I wanted to kind of pull everyone together and kind of talk about the monthly theme that is really kind of operating in all of our lives. And then I'm going to go more specific for each sign and tune into what's going on with everybody. As you see too, I also have moon mapping readings in here, and those have been so much fun. It's another thing, one of the things I think when we're born with these gifts, we can learn them from another person. But I believe that for a lot of us, it's just about exploring them on our own, and they develop as we put energy and love and focus into them. So even with the moon mapping readings, I've never done that kind of thing where I tune in to a particular energy of the day and a month in advance. So I was kind of like, I don't even know if these are going to resonate. I was like, I don't know. But every day I would go into a day and I would just be given all these images, and I would have these sensations sometimes in my body. And now that I've done, 2 weeks that I've shown you the last 2 weeks, and now that I've done the next 2 weeks, I see how totally crazy different they are. And I really didn't know that I was able to do this. So I always kind of, encourage people to come out of their comfort zones like that and not think they have to learn it from another person, but to really trust that we're all sovereign beings. We can figure this stuff out on our own. We can do these things on our own. There's a lot of things that we don't really need instructionals from somebody else teaching us how to do this. We innately know how to do this. And it's kind of, getting out of our way of judging ourselves, which, I'm always kind of like, I don't know if this means anything. But, I've gotten enough reinforcement from everybody that now I'm like, this means something. I'm going to talk about this. So it was new for me to tap into the daily energies. I had not done that before, and even with the last 2 weeks that you guys have been able to watch or to read, I didn't resonate with any of those. Like, everybody is having really difficult times in the energy right now, and I was like, I don't really feel anything. I feel great. Like, I've been having some of the best days of my entire life where I just feel so carefree, and I feel like everything is so beautiful and nothing affects me. Things that normally stress me out aren't affecting me at all. And I do have to tell you, I'll just plug this in here, even though I don't like to do this too much with my readings, but we have a new product out that I had Rosie create, and I called it Lightning Bolt. Because I asked her to create something that grounds us firmly whenever we have some shocking situation in our life, like running into unconscious people on the streets, and or having an argument with our mother, or seeing something devastating out in the world that, like something like 9/11, like everybody would need lightning bolt, because it just grounds you and it kind of gives you this overall perspective of what's really going on so that you can move forward solid and not in a fragile state. So when I finally got it in my hands and tried it, I had an example to base it on, and it was amazing how it shifted me within 5 to 10 minutes. So now I've been taking it every day, and what I realized, it's this incredible mood elevator. Like, I am so, like, all these things that everybody has been having such a difficult time with, I have not even felt. So because of the lightning bolt. And I just wanted to let you all know about that, because it's something that you haven't really heard me talk about. I think all of our products are the bomb and are amazing, but this is one I'm really excited about because I feel wonderful and everybody else is freaking out and having such a hard time. And me, I'm just like, hey, it's all good. So it's kind of a profound product, and I want to change it, like lightning bolt to liquid bliss, and they'll be the same. They're both LB, but it's so blissful. It's so like, it's just amazing. Like, something with the things that she picked for it is just absolutely, it's saved me every day, and now I take it every morning. Or if I forget and then something starts stressing me out and I'm like, get to the lightning bolt, and then I take it and I'm like, okay, everything's fine. So it's pretty amazing. So, okay, this month is very much about splitting off, breaking apart, separating. And what we have to realize is that anything, 2016 is the reason that Galactic Vision and the guides came through me to start teaching, or to start sharing these teachings with you. So you already know, I've been saying it for years, that after 2012 we had 3 boot camp years priming us and getting us ready for the things that were to come in 2016 that actually are kind of scary, and kind of, even some of them are already hitting the scene into our awareness, these threats that could happen, and they are in the manifesting field. So it's very much that this will be the potential and we will be living this. But my galactic guides came through and said we can change this, and it's through enough of us vibrating in the Galactic Vision love, which you'll start to be able to read about in issue 1. And when we are vibrating in this in the 8 vibration of Galactic Vision, we are better able to change situations that can occur on our planet. We are better able to change a person to keep them from doing something devastating and destructive. So through our intentions, we're going to be able to change the world. And it's totally far out, but the more I've been shown all these teachings and the more they're talking to me about this stuff, I know we can do it. So that's why we had the 3 years of boot camp. That's why the Mayan calendar ended. And then we have 3 years to kind of wake up to how we are doing the exact same thing that ended that civilization, which is being too much in the excess of everything, and too much into superficial things, and too much into consumerism, or too much into gold and dazzle and, So, and depleting our resources for the purpose of feeling fulfilled in life through these things that aren't really the means to how we get to that. So we're having the exact same world play out, and we could lose it all. We absolutely, there have been psychics who have seen no more after a certain point, and we're at that point. So there's no time at all to play ego, to play I don't believe this, to play I don't need to change myself, to play I don't need to better myself. We have to right now, and we need everybody signing up and going, okay, I'm ready to learn this stuff, I'm ready to take the high road, I'm ready to shift my vibration up into the Galactic Vision so that I can start influencing this planet and keep us alive this time. We're having the exact same tests, and we can just fizzle away and die and have it, there's, 200 people on Earth, or we can really just start making these changes to rebuild this planet and to change our, way of thinking, which has gotten us into the hole we're in. But at the same time, it's not about judging ourselves, because we are just doing what we have been shown. We are buying all these things because it's all we've known. So it's not about putting ourselves down or it's not about putting other people down too. They're only doing what they know. So what you're going to see in the Galactic Vision, it's not about making another person the bad person. And if you understand history, and this is just what I'm getting, because there's so much more to it, but one of the things that really changed American culture and history was when Nixon was just got into office or something, or he was in office for a while, but Nixon was in office. Okay, so when the people started saying, no, we don't want to have war. So when the youth, for the first time ever, rose up and said no, and they were like, we can come together in numbers and we can change going to Vietnam and murdering people and thinking that war is the way. So when the 60s, in the late 60s, when that uprising came, that is when the forces behind, Nixon and the government, they really kind of stepped in to bring about the me against you mentality. So that's when people who were opposing the war were evil, and it was painted through TV, it was painted through any means to get messages out that people who were disputing the war were terrorists or, whatever. And we had this again played out with 9/11, and now we're having it again played out now. So we're back in that me against you, me against you, me against you. And it's really gotten us to where we are right now, that we now have this mentality of always judging another person, always putting them down, always needing to cram our opinions down their throats. And it's not how we do it. We can actually change people more through energy and through visualization than we can through trying to tell them, no, my sports team is better than your sports team. Listen to me, everything that you really see out there now is me against you, me against you, me against you. My race is better, my sex is better, my sports team's better, my town is better, my country is better. And it's all a bunch of bullshit, because we're all connected, we're all one, we're all affecting like a big mass thing of water. Like every one of us is affecting everybody else. So Galactic Vision is going to open us to that. And with where we are right now, things are breaking apart. So relationships are ending, friendships are ending, work relationships are ending, jobs are ending, living in places are ending. So if you're feeling like this really strong discomfort right now, it's for a reason. The place you're living is not right. The person you're sleeping to is not right. That friend is not right. That collaboration is not right. And if it is right, it feels great. If it is right, it's like, I was telling my best friend in town here, I was talking about this weeks ago, and I'm just recognizing my relationship with people, and I love her so much. This is Rosie, actually. I'm the one who created Lightning Bolt and creates all of our, amazing products. And I was like, every time I'm with you, I never feel uncomfortable. I never feel like I can't say anything. I never feel like I'm picking up on something weird. I never feel like I never feel like I can't say something, I'm having to hold back, but I really need to say something to her. It's nothing but 100% smooth flow, totally natural. I can be myself, she can be herself. And I was telling her, I was like, we really need to be more honoring of our space and only go for things like this, because we sacrifice a lot. We think, well, this has been my friend forever, so I'm going to hang out with her even though she's so negative, and I am so down when I leave her, and I've been in this relationship for 30 years and I should never leave it because I swore we'd be together until death, and blah blah blah. We've talked about this in recent videos, and right now with this splitting apart energy, it's making it so that it's like intolerable. It's like, I can't even stand the sight of you, or I can't stand to even smell you, or I can't stand to hear your voice. Like, it's like absolute oil and water right now with the people that we are not meant to be in, with the towns we are not meant to be in. And even with that, there's certain locations where we just shine, and there's certain places where we just feel like we're dying. Things just aren't right. And it's really about us taking the risk and opening to where that new place is, where that new person is, where that new job is, where that new way to make a living is. And it doesn't have to be anything that's stressful. And the most important thing, because we come from this foundation of judging everybody as, oh, you're bad, there's something wrong with you, we have to retrain our brain to say, we're breaking apart, but it doesn't mean anything bad about me, and it doesn't mean anything bad about you. You know, we have to retrain ourselves to stop going back into that old pattern of then being like defending this thing, or, you know, laying out the, well, you do this and I can't, and da-da-da. Like, we don't even need that. Like, just end it. It's not working anymore. We have to end this, you know? It doesn't need to be this huge debate of like putting somebody down, shaming someone, making them feel bad. It just needs to be, we don't resonate, period. And I'm actually going to be talking about this in the next Galactic Vision, but I'll just jump in with it right here. We're not meant to like everybody. You know, we're not meant to love and like everybody. That's not how it needs to be. If we loved and liked everybody, we would not have those best friends that feel so amazing. You know, you will never leave their life unless something changes. You know, we need that contrast. So if we just liked and loved everybody, we wouldn't have these amazing friends that we feel such soul connections with. So we just have to understand that it's a barometer. It's something showing us, guiding us as to, this person isn't really right for me, this person is right for me. So we're going to talk about that in the next Galactic Vision, and some teachings on how to go about that, how to initiate that, how to honor that, and how to just make the decision and go on. Because it's the same way if you made a bath and it's ice cold water, you put your foot in there and you're like, I forgot to turn on the heat, I'm not taking a bath. You don't just then force yourself to get in it and just deal with its ice coldness. You walk away and you go, okay, I can't take a bath right now, though we have no hot water or whatever, you know. So there's going to be all these teachings that kind of show us how to do this in honoring ways. So this month you can expect that fractures are splitting you off in every direction. You just need to honor it. You just need to go with it. You don't need to put other people down because of it or judge them. And you also need to be open to a realignment of more suited people into your life. So everything that ends brings about something that's going to begin. So do understand that if something's ending for you, there's something new that is going to arrive. And when you're in the Galactic Vision, you trust that. You don't judge this as the end of the world, the end all to be all, or I say that wrong, my editor told me, and I can't remember, the be all to end all, but you don't always judge something as something being wrong. You're more just like riding in a roller coaster, and you know that it's not smart to get off, and you don't know what's going to happen, but you know you're going to be safe, and you're going to eventually be getting off of that and being like, oh my God, that was so much fun! You know, while you're in it, you're like, oh, I want to do this, and I'm freaking out, and then you're always like so exhilarated when it was over. So it's really about learning to trust that, learning to trust the Galactic Vision lifestyle, learning to see where you go and being okay with that, and not labeling it as good or bad. My team's better than your team. My opinion's better than your opinion. You're so behind the times because you have no clue about GMOs. We don't need any of that. We don't need to judge anybody for what they're doing. We just kind of have to trust and use our energy to be like, they're going to wake up from that. You know, something's going to shift in the world, and they're going to wake up, and we're going to be able to combat this issue instead of getting mad and shoving our things down people's throats. So this month is all about breaking apart, but being excited for what is going to then come back to us and magnetize towards us. Okay, so now check out where the minutes are, because I'm going to be saying these on everyone. and now we're going to get into the monthly readings for December 2015. Okay, see you soon, as in 1 second. Bye, kinda. Okay, Libra, let's see what your month is going to look like for you. Okay, let me just look into the symbols really quickly. Okay, you know, this one definitely gives me the feeling of, you know, you are morphing and changing into this whole new expression in your life, and it's almost having an unraveling aspect to it. But it also just feels like something that you can't control and you can't change, and this is also for your good. So if you kind of imagine a baby who kind of comes into the world and then needs other people to do things for them, and they can't communicate yet, and so you're kind of, it feels like you're almost kind of flailing around, like not knowing how to get these messages to people, and not knowing how to be seen, and not knowing how to manifest, and not knowing how to live life, and it has you feeling like really out of control. But you have to understand that, like a baby, bit by bit, you're going to start growing into these new expressions of self. So it really feels like you're in this birthing process to a much better expression of what it's like to be the Libra. You know, and it kind of even feels like, too, like what's going to be coming from when all these pieces take form, because pieces are coming together within your puzzle. And so it can feel very much like you're raw and exposed and don't know who you are and don't feel comfortable in this world. And there's a lot of energies coming in trying to show me what you're feeling right now. But it's not feeling like yourself, not feeling safe, not feeling like things are going to be okay. And really going back and forth on, you know, doing that thing of feeling extreme optimism, I can do this, and then quickly falling back to, I don't know about this. Is this what I want? Is this what I was envisioning? Can I really do this? So there's something that you're changing these patterns and changing these gears, but there's still, you're in this raw space, so that you are still kind of falling back into things and falling back into things. So it's really great if you have, you know, really solid, confident people around you who can align you and put you back on path. But just kind of know you're morphing into something new right now, and it's really special, you know. And it's like, it's kind of it's just a much more solid expression of who you are. Probably a better ability to make decisions, a better ability to hold solid with what you would like to manifest in life, instead of, you know, then escaping into this other avenue of, oh, I can't really do that. I'm not really worthy of that. I don't know that this will really be something that works out. And kind of just like birthing into this whole new thing that's really wanting to invite all these new aspects into your life. So this can be new people into your life, new jobs into your life. All this new is wanting to attract to you, and will over the next couple months. But right now you're just in this point of reconfiguring all these aspects of yourself where there's kind of been like fragments. And because how I see it is, all these pieces of you are just floating around, and they're not in a solid space. They're not in a solid space where they can like then move forward and really manifest what you want from like life. So it's fragments, 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 and you're getting pieces, you're getting glimpses of good things coming your way, but they're not sticking because they don't have this solid base to grow from. So there's a lot of things too taking you back to your childhood. You might even be having lots of, you know, memories of scarcity, things that you've picked up on in life, that you are now believing that this is just how it has to be, and that this is how hard the struggle has to be, and, you know, these other people couldn't manifest this, so now you're believing that you can't. So it's really kind of wiping the slate clean. And in defragmenting your personal computer, things are just going to fit so much better, that then there's more space and more leverage to grow these other dreams. And when you think about it, like when someone's having like an emotional breakdown, or, because that's what I think of with this fragmented thing, it's like breakdown. It's I don't know who I am. And if you don't trust yourself, and if you don't know who you are, it's really hard to manifest these other things in your life. So it really just has you like on a three-legged chair, and trying to function in life, but it's taking other parts of your energy to maintain balance on a three-legged chair. So right now you're kind of growing that fourth leg, and in doing that, you're not messing around with so much with not feeling safe in the world, not feeling like you have a foundation, not feeling like you have enough money, feeling like something's wrong with you, feeling like you're not worthy to have love and success and this wonderful life. And in grounding in this new leg of your chair, you're able to just focus on more things up here. You're not worrying about, think about that too, like if you're, I just saw this, was funny. So you're almost like sitting on someone's lap, and think about how you're kind of like holding yourself up because you don't want to squish them. And you're also like, really kind of focusing on staying in this position, staying in this position, staying in this position, and not really enjoying just sitting and not having any thoughts of it, because you're focused on, am I safe? Is this foundation going to withstand me? Am I going to be able to afford these things? Can I really do what I dream of doing? There's all these other thoughts that are down below, and they're keeping you from they're keeping you from having the energy to be like, and I want to have this happen, and I want this to happen, and I want this to happen. And this is so common too, with people manifesting things. And for me, for an example, when I first really launched my business and got everything out there, my landlord had actually given me free rent that month, because he was like, don't worry about paying December rent. So it was December now. And he was like, I just want you to focus on being an artist and getting your dreams out there. And I kind of really contribute that to what changed me, because I wasn't focused on the foundation. I wasn't focused on, wait, but do I have enough money for rent? I wasn't looking at my gifts as, okay, how much will I make for this? How much do I need to make to pay rent? How much do I, and instead I was like, okay, cool, I've got that paid and taken care of, so I can just focus on doing my art. And it's what changed it, because I tried to do this every time, but the same obstacles came up of, but I have rent to pay, but I don't have the money to do this. And I would look at my artistic gifts in terms of how much money they were going to generate for me. So you're just really being asked, and hopefully you get some kind of blessing that I got, or just some kind of boost. Even allow this energy, this message to be the boost, that don't worry about the foundational things. Don't worry that you're on three legs. Know that you're growing a fourth one right now, and that's what these uncomfortable feelings are for you right now. But you can also still start manifesting things that you would like. Know that you're taken care of. Know that the money is going to come. Know that you're safe in whatever decisions you're having to make in your life that feel like not really what you want to be doing, or not really sure if you can do this. Just know you can do it. Know that it's time for you to kind of grow into a different Libra that's more confident, that's not so wishy-washy, that not is changing so much. From like, yes, I can do this, oh my gosh, to I don't really think I have any gifts. Whenever you go to that low vibration space, do whatever you can to manipulate yourself into remembering what you were saying you could do a couple days ago. Because the weeble wobble, it is just like deteriorating your grounded space. It's like now your groundedness is rounded. So you just wobble and wobble and wobble and wobble. And it's really important that you open to, looking at that ability to see all sides as a gift and not a curse, and not something holding you back, because it almost seems like you can interpret it the wrong way, and then this allows you to keep having that huge swing of the wobbling motion, when instead it can be seen in a different light as a benefit. And then you can like go with that wobble, but know when you start to wobble to that negative, I can't do this, the fears, the money, the scarcity, being alone. I don't know if that's something with you right now. But then, and being like, this is okay. I'm feeling this out. I'm accessing this side of the situation and the potential that could happen. But then just quickly going back to that positive again, being like, maybe because I'm a Libra, I need to explore these other sides, but I don't necessarily need to sit in that and now follow this low vibrating path of scarcity and worrying and you know, feeling like you're not good enough and I can't make decisions. You know, realize that you're going over there to swing over there to see that perspective, but not necessarily sit at it and then lead your life through that energy. Go over there, learn what you can, but then always go to the positive. Of course you can take care of yourself. Of course you can manifest true love. Of course you can manifest people that honor and worship and adore you. Of course you can do your creative dreams, you know, so try to get that swing more fluid so it's not like just sitting on one side and then briefly sitting on the high vibe side, because of course the high vibe side is going to be the brief one, the low one. I'm not good enough. You're also, you know, everybody this month is being asked to put their trust into a specific area in their life. And for you, you are being asked to trust looking into the darkness and not knowing what's going to happen, but hoping for the best. So you're being asked to really kind of connect to the bigger viewing of life and your whole life, and also understanding that miracles happen. And you know, a lot of times it's those things where we're at this position right now and we don't know that, we don't realize that just around the corner this amazing opportunity is coming. So you really need to hold this space of, you know, right now things might not look or feel so wonderful, but you know, just around the corner can be everything that is absolutely all my dreams manifested. You know, so you are being asked to hold this hope vibe in relation to connecting with spirit, believing the best, hoping that, you know, miracles can happen. And just because it looks like it is right now doesn't mean, you know, something amazing isn't just around the corner. You know, so you're really being asked to work with spirit in manifesting what you want to have happen, and at the same time not putting too much negativity into the things that you think of as faults, and not putting too much energy into comparing yourself to others and seeing, well, they're all doing this and I just must be a loser because of this. You know, not really going there too much with that, not spending too much time there, and just really kind of quickly bouncing back to your dreams. You know, so you're really being asked in December to hold solid to your dreams, knowing that you are a work in progress right now and the pieces are coming together, and very soon you'll be walking out into the world as a new kind of Libra. So that's pretty special. Okay, that's your December. Have a beautiful month. Bye. Oops.